Have you ever looked up at the night sky and felt this, like, kind of strange longing?
Hmm.
This weird homesickness for somewhere you've never even been?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Like, almost everyone I know has felt that at some point. And today, we are taking a deep dive into starseeds.
Okay.
This idea that some of us, maybe, aren't originally from Earth.
Right.
So, like, just to be clear up front, this isn't your typical, like, astronomy chat.
Yeah. No, this is definitely more on the esoteric side.
We're going deep into the belief system. What do people who believe in starseeds actually say about them? Where do they think they come from? What are they doing here? And, like, why does this even matter to anyone who isn't already, like, deep into this stuff?
Right. So we're talking about those who believe that some souls originate from other star systems, galaxies, or even other dimensions.
Okay, so right off the bat, we got a question.
Right.
If Earth is our home, our only home, why would anyone feel this pull towards the stars?
Well, the starseed idea is that we're not all just Earth souls,
Mm.
souls that have only lived on Earth.
Ah.
The belief is that starseeds, they carry these like energetic imprints, memories almost, from these other places.
Okay, so it's less about physical bodies traveling through space and more about, like, the soul's journey.
Exactly. It's a soul thing. And these imprints, they supposedly influence us, even if we're not consciously aware of it. It could be our outlook on life, the things we're passionate about.
Like our intuition might be nudging us towards the stars.
That's the idea, like a subconscious pull towards home. But home isn't Kansas,
Not Kansas, more like Andromeda.
or Arcturus, Sirius, you name it. The starseed philosophy talks about this massive cosmic neighborhood filled with intelligent life.
And honestly, that's not even that far out there, right? I mean, just statistically speaking, it'd be kind of arrogant to think we're alone in the universe.
I agree. Even scientists are grappling with this. The Drake equation, for example.
Yeah, that one's all about trying to calculate the odds of finding other civilizations.
Right. It takes into account all these factors. The rate of star formation, how many stars have planets, how many of those planets could support life,
And the numbers are mind-boggling.
Yeah, it suggests there could be tons of civilizations out there. And the starseed concept takes this idea and runs with it.
Okay, so we've got a universe potentially teeming with intelligent life. What's the next step in this starseed story?
So it's not just about the existence of these other civilizations. It's about connection. Many starseed believers propose this idea of a Galactic Federation or Confederation of Worlds.
Oh, right. I've heard of that. Like a cosmic UN, right?
Exactly. Imagine these super advanced civilizations working together, maybe observing, even guiding younger civilizations like ours.
So like a cosmic support system.
Exactly. Now, how do starseeds choose to come to Earth? That's where the Akashic records come in.
Oh, okay. This is getting into some serious metaphysical territory now.
Yeah, we are. It's like a universal library, right?
Yeah.
Imagine every event, thought, emotion, throughout all time and space, all recorded.
So like a cosmic internet archive.
Even bigger. It said that starseeds, before incarnating on Earth, they access these records.
So they get to preview Earth's greatest hits, so to speak.
Yeah, something like that. The belief is they can see Earth's past, maybe even future timelines.
And based on that, they choose when and where their skills would be most useful.
Exactly. They make this soul contract to come here, to help Earth evolve, even though it means leaving their advanced home worlds.
It's kind of a huge sacrifice when you think about it.
Huge. That's why it's considered this big act of service.
Okay, so we got these altruistic starseeds coming to Earth, but like, where are they coming from specifically?
Well, that's where it gets even more interesting. They're said to originate from all over the cosmos, and each origin, it imbues them with certain traits, certain missions.
Okay, so break it down for us. Who are some of these cosmic neighbors?
One of the most well-known groups, the Pleiadians.
The Pleiades, the Seven Sisters.
Right, that's the one. Beautiful star cluster.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
Pleiadian starseeds are often described as super compassionate healers, really good with energy work.
Okay, so the empathetic healers of the galaxy.
Right. They love nature, animals, often great communicators. Their mission is basically to help heal emotional wounds, bring harmony.
So therapists, nurses, energy healers, that kind of thing.
Exactly. But being so sensitive, they can get easily overwhelmed. Boundaries are a big challenge for them.
Yeah, that makes sense. Who else we got?
Okay, next up, Syrians.
From Sirius, the dog star.
Yep, the brightest star we can see. Syrian starseeds, they're the brains of the operation. Super intelligent, analytical, love science, technology, all that good stuff.
So are scientists, engineers, inventors?
You got it. They're great at problem solving, very detail-oriented, organized, but they can come across as kind of emotionally distant.
I mean, if you're used to dealing with, like, universal equations, maybe human drama seems a bit tricky.
Could be. It's interesting, though, right? Ancient cultures were fascinated by Sirius. The Egyptians, for example, their calendar was based on it. And the Dogon tribe in Africa, they have this incredibly accurate knowledge of Sirius.
Okay, so from the heart to the mind, who's next on our cosmic roster?
Let's talk Arcturians. From Arcturus, a red giant star.
Red giant. Sounds intense.
They are. Arcturian starseeds are often deeply spiritual, very advanced in consciousness. Many are masters of energy healing, even interdimensional travel.
Okay, so we're talking like next level spiritual gurus.
Pretty much. They often become teachers, guides, helping others awaken. But their biggest challenge is that they can find Earth's dramas, well, a little bit beneath them. They can come across as impatient.
So like, come on, humans, catch up.
Exactly. In a lot of channel messages, Arcturus is portrayed as this super advanced civilization, a cosmic university of sorts.
That's a pretty awesome image. Okay, who else is joining the Earth party?
We have Andromedans. They come from, you guessed it, the Andromeda Galaxy.
That galactic neighbor, right?
Yep, but it's still crazy far away. So Andromedan starseeds, they might be a bit rarer on Earth.
Makes sense. What are they like?
Think independent, freedom-loving, visionary thinkers. They challenge the status quo, always pushing boundaries.
So the rebels, the revolutionaries.
Yeah, exactly. But that can also make them feel isolated, misunderstood.
Like they're just a little too ahead of their time.
That's it. Then we have Lyrans from the Lyra constellation.
Home of the star Vega.
That's right. Lyran starseeds often carry this ancestral memory of their homeworld being destroyed.
Oh, wow. That's heavy.
It is. It's shaped them. They tend to be natural leaders, pioneers, very passionate about knowledge and truth.
So researchers, historians, maybe even freedom fighters.
Yeah, you could see them in those roles. They can sometimes come off as a bit dominant, though, and they might carry some deep-seated trauma.
Understandable, given their history. What about the constellation Orion? That one's pretty famous.
Oh yeah, Orion. It's a big one, and it's complex. Orion's starseeds, they're said to come from a place where there was both really high evolution and lots of conflict.
So like a galactic crossroads of sorts.
You could say that. Orion starseeds, they're strong-willed, strategic thinkers.
So they could be either super peaceful or pretty fierce.
Exactly. They're often working to transform aggression into something positive, but they might have trouble managing their own anger sometimes.
Makes sense. I've also heard about Mintakans. Are they part of the Orion group?
Yep. They're from Mintaka, one of the stars in Orion's belt.
Cool. What's their deal?
They're believed to come from a water-based civilization.
Whoa, water-based. That's wild.
Right. So Mintakan starseeds are often super emotional, intuitive, really connected to water, obviously.
So our artists, our poets, our deep feelers?
Yeah, they often have these incredible creative gifts. But like Pleiadians, they can struggle with emotional overwhelm.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground already, but I feel like we're just scratching the surface. What other starseed types are out there?
Okay, get ready, because we're going even deeper down the rabbit hole.
I'm ready.
Some believe in avian starseeds. These souls come from bird-like beings.
Bird people, seriously.
Yep. And their whole vibe is freedom, expansiveness. They love heights, often have amazing spatial awareness. Their mission is to help us see the bigger picture. But, literally and metaphorically, they can have trouble staying grounded.
They'd rather be soaring above it all.
Exactly. Then you have feline starseeds.
From cat people.
Yeah, you could say that. Think Lyra and Sirius for their origins. They're independent, graceful, very intuitive, often natural healers. They have this amazing psychic ability.
So if I'm sensing someone's energy, I might be picking up on their feline starseed vibes.
Could be, but commitment. Not their strong suit. They value their freedom too much.
Oh, yeah, very cat-like. Okay, what else have we got?
We also have benevolent reptilian starseeds. Now, this is a tricky one.
Yeah, reptilians have kind of a bad rep in some circles.
Right. But remember, we're talking about the evolved ones, those who chose a path of light and service. They're logical, practical, and super connected to Earth's energy.
Okay, so their mission is to help us transform our primal instincts.
Exactly. But unfortunately, they might face prejudice on Earth just because of how reptilians are often portrayed.
That's tough. Who else is on the list?
We have blue-ray beings. They're not from a specific star system, but more of a soul group.
Okay. What's their defining characteristic?
divine feminine energy. They're powerful healers, very sensitive. Their mission is to bring that gentle, nurturing energy back to Earth.
The world could definitely use some more of that right now.
Right. But they're so sensitive that they can have physical health challenges.
I guess it's like their sensitivity makes them more vulnerable.
Could be. And lastly, we have the crystalline beings.
Crystalline. So, like, made of crystal.
Well, it's thought that they come from planets with crystal-based life forms.
Wow, that's a mind bender.
Right. They bring these geometric frequencies to Earth. They love crystals, and their mission is to activate Earth's own crystal grid.
Earth's crystal grid. So, like, there's this whole energetic network running through the planet.
That's the belief. But crystalline beings, they can have trouble feeling grounded here. Earth's atmosphere is just too dense for them.
Okay, so we have this whole cosmic crew showing up on Earth. But what are they actually doing here? Like, what's the overall mission?
Even though they're all so different, there are some common threads.
Like a shared purpose.
Right. One big one is raising Earth's vibration.
Okay, so explain that one. Vibration, like good vibes.
More than that. It's about helping Earth and humanity shift to a higher state of consciousness.
Okay, so less fear, more love, that kind of thing.
Exactly. They're here to help us evolve. And they do that through their own energy, through working with the planet's energy grid, and even by focusing their intentions on positive timelines.
So it's like they're acting as tuning forks, raising the overall frequency.
That's a great way to put it. Another key mission is to help us wake up.
Wake up to what?
To our true nature, our connection to the cosmos, all of it. They're like way showers, showing us a more conscious way of living.
So leading by example.
Yeah. And sometimes they're teachers, guides, even working through dreams to plant seeds of awakening.
I like that. So they're not just here to fix the planet. They're here to help us remember who we really are.
That's a big part of it. And they also bring new paradigms.
Paradigms, like new ways of thinking.
Exactly. New approaches to science, technology, social structures. They bring ideas from other evolved civilizations, fresh perspectives to help us solve our problems.
It's like they're a cosmic think tank.
Right. They're full of innovative solutions. Another big mission is healing collective trauma.
Oh, yeah, Earth has seen a lot of that.
Way too much.
Yeah.
Starseeds work to clear that energy, to help us heal from the past. They might do energy work, ancestral healing, or even just help bring the truth to light.
So they're helping us move on from the pain of the past so we can create a better future.
Exactly. And lastly, they act as bridge builders.
Bridges to what?
To other star systems, to other dimensions even. They might be telepathic communicators, opening portals for energy and information.
So like cosmic diplomats.
Yeah. They're preparing us for a future where we're not alone.
Okay, so let's say someone's listening to this and thinking, wait, this is me, I'm a starseed. What are some of the signs?
Well, the first one is often feeling like you don't belong.
Like you're a stranger in a strange land.
Yeah, a lot of starseeds feel that from childhood. They just don't quite fit in.
Like human stuff just seems weird sometimes.
Exactly. It could be cultural norms, the way people interact, even Earth's physical density. It can feel too heavy, too intense.
And then there's that homesickness, like you're longing for a place you can't even remember.
That's super common. Another sign is unexplained knowing. Like you just have this knowledge about things you've never studied.
Intuition on steroids.
Right. It could be cosmic principles, advanced concepts, even how technology works, like you're remembering something from a past life, but not a past life on Earth.
Whoa, okay, that would be freaky.
It can be. And a lot of starseeds have these vivid dreams of other worlds.
Oh yeah, I've had those. Like different planets, strange cities, sometimes even beings.
Right. And those dreams, they can feel incredibly real.
More real than real life sometimes.
Exactly. Another thing is a strong affinity for space. Like you're obsessed with stars, science fiction, anything related to the cosmos.
It's less about exploring the unknown and more about remembering what you already know.
That's the feeling.
Yeah.
And a lot of starseeds are super sensitive.
Like empaths?
Yeah, they pick up on other people's emotions, but it can be even more than that. Sensitivity to light, sound, even food.
So it's like their senses are just dialed up.
That's it. And lastly, starseeds often go through some intense life challenges.
Like more than the average person.
Yeah, it could be trauma, health issues, even just a really tough time figuring out who they are.
So it's not all sunshine and rainbows.
No, it's definitely not. But these challenges often act as catalysts for awakening. They force you to look deeper, to question everything.
Okay, so if we're talking about awakening, is there like a typical starseed awakening process?
There are definitely some common phases.
Talk us through them.
The first one is dormancy. You're not really aware of your starseed nature. You just feel different, maybe a bit out of
Like
place.
a square peg in a round hole.
Exactly. Then comes the questioning phase. You start seeking answers, questioning the way things are. You might feel like conventional explanations just don't cut it.
So you start exploring spirituality, different philosophies, trying to figure out why you feel so different.
Yeah, and you might start noticing synchronicities, these meaningful coincidences. Then comes the awakening itself. Often, it's triggered by a major life event.
Like a near-death experience.
That could be it. Or a powerful meditation, a spiritual encounter, meeting another starseed, something that shakes you awake.
And then the pieces start falling into place.
Exactly. You're like, oh, this explains everything. You might start remembering past lives, seeing synchronicities everywhere, even having physical sensations as your energy shifts.
Sounds intense. What happens after the initial awakening?
Then you enter the integration phase. This one can be tough. You're trying to reconcile this cosmic identity with your human life, learning to manage your energy, healing old wounds.
So grounding your cosmic awareness in your everyday life.
Exactly. And finally, you move into service. You start actively using your gifts to fulfill your mission.
So putting all that cosmic knowledge to good use.
Right. You find your purpose, connect with your soul family, and you start making a difference. It's a journey for sure.
A journey with a purpose. To help explain all this, there's this metaphor of the cosmic gardener.
Oh, I love that one.
Can you explain it?
So imagine a starseed is like a gardener, but they come from a more evolved planet. They know all these amazing techniques for growing things.
Okay. And Earth is like the garden.
Yeah, Earth is the garden. It has so much potential, but it needs help. So the starseed gardener arrives, but they have to adjust to the new soil, the climate.
It's like they're bringing alien gardening techniques to Earth.
Right. And at first they might feel out of place, but once they acclimate, they can help the whole garden flourish.
So they're sharing their wisdom, helping everything grow. I like that. Now, what about relationships? Do starseeds find each other?
They often do. It's this incredible feeling of recognition when they meet someone from their soul family.
Like you just know.
You just know there's this instant connection, like you've known each other forever. It might be a mission partner, a soulmate, even a teacher.
So these aren't just random encounters, it's all part of a bigger plan.
That's the belief. And starseeds' relationships with their Earth families can be complicated. Sometimes they choose challenging families to learn and grow. Or they might be there to help their family heal.
So it's not always easy, but there's always a purpose.
Right. Even if their family doesn't get the whole starseed thing, their presence can still raise the vibration of the whole family unit. But let's be real, being a starseed on Earth isn't always easy. There are a lot of challenges.
Yeah. What are some of the biggest ones?
Well, physically, Earth can be tough. The energy is dense. There's all this electromagnetic pollution, and some starseeds have trouble adjusting.
Like their bodies are just not used to it.
Exactly. They might have digestive issues, sensitivity to EMFs, trouble sleeping.
And emotionally.
Emotionally, it can be even harder. They're often empaths, so they feel everything super intensely. Plus, there's the homesickness, the loneliness of feeling different.
Yeah, and Earth can be a pretty emotionally heavy place.
Right. And a lot of starseeds have trouble with the lower vibrations, all the anger and fear.
Makes sense. What about mentally?
Mentally, they might struggle with Earth's logic, the way things work here. Their memories of past lives might be blocked. And sometimes their experiences get dismissed as mental illness.
So they're being told they're crazy for having these cosmic memories.
It happens. And then there are the social challenges. They might not fit in at work, have trouble with relationships, even clash with societal norms.
Like they're playing by a different set of rules.
Exactly. And when they try to share their truth, they might not be taken seriously.
So they're walking this tightrope between wanting to help and not wanting to freak people out.
That's a great way to put it. But, we have to acknowledge the other side of this. What do science and skepticism have to say about starseeds?
Yeah, it's easy to get caught up in the woo-woo, but it's important to look at the more grounded perspectives, too.
Definitely. Science, as it stands, doesn't have any evidence for starseeds. And skeptics, they didn't offer different explanations for the experiences that people attribute to being a starseed.
Okay, like what?
Well, psychologists might say that feeling like you don't belong is a common human experience, maybe stemming from social or personal factors.
So it's not necessarily about being from another planet. It's about feeling like an outsider for whatever reason.
Right. An unexplained knowing. They might say that's just the brain making connections. maybe subconscious learning.
So not necessarily cosmic downloads, just the amazing power of the human mind.
Exactly. And they might point out that we tend to focus on information that confirms our beliefs.
Confirmation bias, right? We see what we want to see.
That's it. And they might say that adopting a starseed identity can be comforting. It gives you a sense of purpose, of belonging.
So it's a way of making sense of the world, of feeling like you're part of something bigger.
Right. And neurologically, some researchers say that certain brain activity might contribute to these feelings of cosmic consciousness.
So it's not about souls traveling through space, it's about the physical structure of the brain creating these experiences.
That's one way to look at it. And then there's anthropology. Anthropologists might see the starseed narrative as a modern myth.
Like a way of explaining the universe and our place in it.
Yeah. And they might point out that it draws on elements from different cultures and spiritual traditions.
So it's a kind of global synthesis of spiritual ideas.
Right. And the starseed community itself, it functions like a tribe, a place where people find connection and support.
So it's not just about believing in starseeds, it's about finding your people.
Exactly. Now, even if you don't take the starseed concept literally, it can still have a positive impact on your life.
Okay, explain that one.
Well, as we just discussed, it can create a sense of community. It can help you understand your own experiences, your sensitivities, your longing.
So even if you're not literally from another planet, it can still give you a framework for understanding why you feel different.
Right. And it can give you a sense of purpose. Like you're here to help Earth, to raise the vibration, to be a part of something bigger.
It's empowering. It's like instead of feeling lost and alone, you have a mission.
Exactly. And a lot of starseeds are really passionate about making the world a better place. They care about the environment, about social justice, about raising consciousness.
So it's not just about feeling special, it's about using that feeling to make a positive impact.
That's what it's all about. And you know, starseeds are often said to have these special gifts.
Yeah, what are some of the superpowers we're talking about here?
Well, a lot of them are natural healers. They work with energy. They might even use light language.
Light language. What's that?
It's like a form of channeled communication, using sounds and symbols to transmit energy. Some starseeds are also really psychic. They might be telepathic, have visions, even read energy fields.
So like real-life Jedi powers.
Kind of. They're also often creative, visionary thinkers. They can manifest things, bring their ideas into reality.
So artists, inventors, entrepreneurs.
Yeah, they're often drawn to those fields.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are natural leaders, teachers, people who inspire others.
So it's like they're here to guide us, to show us the way. Now, for any starseeds listening, what are some things they can do to navigate Earth life more smoothly?
Great question. First of all, energy management is key. They need to protect their energy because they're so sensitive.
So like setting boundaries, avoiding energy vampires.
Exactly. And grounding is super important. Connecting with nature, walking barefoot, anything that helps them feel rooted in the earth.
Makes sense. What else?
Taking care of their physical bodies is crucial. Eating light, being in nature, honoring their sleep cycles, even if they're different from the norm.
So listening to their bodies, not forcing themselves to conform.
Right. And spiritually, they need to stay connected. Meditating, connecting with their star family, working with their dreams.
So remembering where they come from, their cosmic roots.
That's it. And earthly integration is important too. Finding their purpose, building community, using technology mindfully. It's about finding that balance.
Between the cosmic and the earthly.
Exactly. And you know, it's interesting to think about the future. What role will starseeds play as humanity evolves?
Yeah. What happens next in this cosmic story?
Well, a lot of people believe that starseeds will be crucial if there's ever disclosure of extraterrestrial life.
So like when the aliens finally land.
Yeah, that's the idea. Starseeds will help us understand, to stay calm, to integrate this new reality.
Because they've already been there, done that in a past life.
Right. And they might help us build a new world, a more conscious, sustainable way of living.
So like designing a new Earth based on cosmic principles.
Exactly. And some starseeds might even become ambassadors, helping us communicate with other civilizations.
That's pretty mind-blowing. So to wrap this up, what's the key takeaway from all this?
I think the starseed concept, whether you believe it literally or not, it offers a different way of looking at ourselves and our place in the universe.
It's a reminder that we're not just physical beings, we're spiritual beings having a human experience.
Exactly. And that human experience might be part of a much larger cosmic journey. And for some of us, that journey might have started somewhere else.
So as you're listening to this, maybe ask yourself, does any of this resonate? Do you feel that pull towards the stars? Maybe you have these unexplainable experiences, these feelings of not belonging. Could you be a starseed? It's an interesting question to ponder, isn't it?
It definitely is. It makes you wonder about the possibilities.
And maybe that's the whole point, to open our minds, to expand our awareness, and to remember that we're all connected to each other, to the Earth, and maybe even to something much, much greater.
Beautifully put.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, keep looking up and keep asking those big questions. We'll see you in the stars.